Blessings in brokenness. Hi, everybody. Welcome to When Pillow Talk. It's Viv here. Yeah. Blessings in brokenness. Sometimes, I said the other time, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. And so, in your brokenness, sometimes you're all alone. You prayed. God, it seems as if God is far away from you. You try to seek help from other people around you, and nobody seemed to be around for you. It could just be that God wants you to totally rely on Him and Him alone. And it is in that point and that place that you would seek and you will sense Him more than ever before. It's in that brokenness. Why? I personally just think it's because we rely so much on other people. I have a sister who, my walk with God, she was always reminding me about. I was looking so much for people, for help in one form or the other, while God was removing everybody around me. I was so struggling to hold on to them. And at a certain point, I just thought, you know what? So long as everything goes and I have God, I have majority. It's that point of dying to self in your brokenness. I have nothing to lose. I have no, where I come from, people are so particular about keeping points. I had no points to keep with anybody. So I just let it all go. And in the place of that brokenness, I was transformed and still continue to be this work of art that God is, I will say, work in progress, that God is still not yet completed. But once the completion comes, I'm sure we all will be a partaker of it, because for those who've been following me, you will see the blessings, as well as I pray same upon you as you believe and follow the Most High God, who makes a way in our wilderness where there seems to be none. Sometimes, this particular video is a funny one, and I'm going to explain something. Sometimes we all come in a relationship very full, but as you get there, the relationship empties you. The Manual of Life I read reminded me of a story when they told me about Naomi and the husband Elimelech, when they left Judah, beautiful, to another nation. They were very wealthy, extremely rich. But she was coming back home after a number of years in a strange land, empty. And I got thinking, how many of us started a relationship? We were so full as single women, as single men, and we went into relationships and we are now empty. How many of us started life having these huge expectations, these huge desires, and as you got that job, it wasn't what you thought it was going to be. You were so empty. How many of us have thought, oh, when I have a child, then my life will be completed? And you have a child, you think, oh my God. But rather of it being completed is actually empty. How many of us thought, you know what, I have a car, I have a house, I have a good job, I have money. Oh, I am full, but now I want a husband. And the husband shows up. Your life becomes extremely empty. How many of us say, oh, I have everything going, I need a wife now to just place in there. And as the wife comes in, your life is still empty. How many of us have everything around us, everything we desire, but then our lives are still empty? It's because we have not allowed ourselves to be transformed in that position of brokenness, that your reliance is not on things, is not on people, but your reliance is from within and not from external. We spend so much time concentrating on the external, looking at, I'm asking more clothes, more shoes, more money, more cars. I was speaking to a friend recently and I said, if a tornado shows up today if a strong wind, wherever you are, shows up today, the last thing you worry about is the cars, the house, the clothes, the shoes, the money in the bank even. What you'll be worried for is, Lord, give me another day. Spare my life. We realize that we have no power on our own. It's in that point of brokenness that you surrender all. Say, if I lose everything, I have my life and the fear of God. I then have everything that I need. I ask you and I today to dig really deep and ask yourself, what is holding you so strongly in that broken position? Why would you allow yourself to be held in brokenness by somebody? My dear brothers and sisters, it is not worth it. Let it go. Let God in. And all will be well. Is it easy? No, it isn't easy. Sometimes you may need help. That's why I'm here. You can always inbox me. And we can talk and share our own things, private things together. So for you and I to become confident, divine directed in our brokenness, the brokenness becomes a blessing because you freed yourself from everything and you embrace life to its fullest with nothing. Not because you have money, not because you have marriage, not because you have children, but just because you're grateful for life and you're grateful for what God has instilled, the giftings in you and how you're using that for its purpose and for the will of God. That's more important, more powerful, more blessings than any money can buy. Let's get together where we are there. Find your there where you are comfortable with yourself. Not because of somebody else, but because you and God have become one. So we can teach our children a different way of looking at life, a different way of appreciating life and walking through brokenness as a blessing. For you and I to do that, dig deep and be a blessing for ourselves and for the next generation behind us. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Stay with us. Check our website. Follow us on social media. And do not forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.